Ami!
Father?
Come, son.
Yes, Father.
Go to the chief. Let him give you one police officer to come and assist us. Is there fuel in your car?
I can use Mom's.
Okay. Hurry up.
Do not use my car, Ami.
Ami, do not mind your mother. All that she has is ours. Orwa's property. Take any car.
But father, what is the police officer for?
I hope you are not addressing me. If you are, you should be ashamed. Go talk to your mother.
My husband, please try to understand, is our son.
Our son? I do not have rebels for sons. Talk to your daughter and let me handle this the manly way. That was very quick.
I made a call to the chief, and he said one of his officers was on patrol on our farm. So, the chief called him and asked him to come back. He was a few meters away from the gate.
Fine. Mr. Police Officer, take that one to the police station. Lock him in. His charge should read, causing disturbance likely to shake the stability of Orwa's home and farm at large. Take him.
Okay, sir.
My dear father, I am going to be locked in. Exactly that. But the longer I stay there, the sooner you will understand the truth I am telling you. The truth? Truth. Truth, oh truth. Go, police officer. Take him.
How can you do this to your own son,
I thought
father?
you had said, I want to be where Oka is. Where are you now? Shut up.
My husband, don't you know how cold the police station is? I have heard it is so...
Do not talk about things you have heard. Talk of things you have experienced. This is the problem with women. This is not gossip. This is running a home. Go to the kitchen. Take your daughter with you. Ami, do me one more favor, my son. Go to the chief or call him and ask him to give you 2 more police officers. They will help us return those workers back on the farm. This time, we have to introduce stricter rules.
I will, Father.
Why should I worry now that everything will be well on the farm? The little savior of the poor people is locked up. Funny as it seems, sons have turned against their fathers. However, we, the wise, are the victors. By the way, what is youth mediocrity compared to many years of life experience? Up here there is a treasure. Up here there is wisdom, power, and determination. And in here there is faith and courage. This is all we need, and life will roll on and on and on.
Father, let your heart not be troubled. I have called the chief. He has sent 2 police officers. Believe in the chief and believe in the police officers.
Yes, my son.
I think we need a rest. All the workers will be back on the farm in no time. They will start working immediately, plowing, planting, milting, and feeding the animals.
Son, you are a great man. You did a good job. All the workers are on the farm. All the tools are in place. Work can now go on seamlessly. Did they bury the carcasses of those cows that were on the field?
Amazingly, these people started feasting on the dead cows. Immediately, they began eating as soon as they were reunited to start work.
Son, what do you expect of them?
But before they started working, their leader led them in a prayer. They mentioned your name in that prayer. They said, "May the sky fall on Orwa, and God hear our prayer, the prayer of the poor. Let this African curse be upon Orwa's home."
Son, do not bother, for that is what I call a poor man's jest. They think that when I am down with a minor fever, that is God punishing me. Anyway, let us ensure all are in place. You will then be free to go and relax with your girlfriend in a country of your choice. Why should I be bothered? My farm is in order. Now that everything is on track, I should fly to the city and get medical attention. I should also take a rest. After my rest, I will check on the progress of the farm again.
I do not care what you say and do, but this is not an illusion. What you make us go through is what used to deform man and is still deforming him.
Mine is hope that my African curse will hold, and the poor man's prayer be heard.
Since you never took precaution, you have turned out to be the worst oppressors, oppressing your own skin, blood of your blood, your own color. Oka told you that the longer he stayed there, the sooner you would understand the truth he was telling you.
One time, a master of masters. One time, a boss of bosses. And one time, a man on my own. Oh, poor me, poor Orwa. What has struck my home and power so hard that I can hardly identify myself? Have I inherited a wrong system? A doomed system? A condemned system? Oh, would this be a curse? Would it be that the poor man's prayer came to pass? African curse? Oh, who will help me now? My eldest son, Ami, is too young to take care of a home, and my wife cannot hold the stability of a home. Oka is locked in. Now, I remember my son's words. But the longer I stay there, the sooner you will understand the truth I am telling you. What truth? Oh, please forgive me. Help! Help! Who will help me? I am all alone. Oh, where is Ami? Oh. Ami.
Oh, Father, your condition has worsened since last week. Look at you, Father. Let me call the doctor and send the helicopter to bring him. He will be here in no time.
No, my son, this is no common disease, for the pain suddenly comes and goes away. It must be a curse. I have no pain now, but I am weak, and I feel I will die soon.
I remember now what the poor people said. They mentioned Oka in their prayer,
What did they say, son?
that the misery of Orwa will end when Oka is freed and the workers are treated kindly.
Maybe it is true. Oh, call the chief and ask him to release Oka. At least let me see him before I pass away.
Oh God, look at my husband. You have worsened since last week. You now look pale. Let me call the local doctor. Kola, watch him while I make the call.
No, please, no. Just get me water. My body is burning quickly.
Father,
Yes, my daughter.
we hope you will be all right.
Oh, my son, what did they do to you? They tortured me and starved me almost to death.
Oh no, Orwa, my son.
Oh God. Please, son, find it easy in your heart to forgive.